gestures. Hi. I will be talking and looking down, but I will try my best to look up and make eye contact. Morgan Freeman once said that marijuana prohibition is the stupidest law, that they should just tax it just like they do liquor. Marijuana has plenty of studies saying that it's there to heal and not to harm. Rapists, they harm. They harm in all types of ways. Donald J. Trump, our president, has said on multiple occasions that rapists and drugs are coming from the Mexican border, that Mexicans are coming over to the United States, and he's saying that they are bringing drugs, rapists, chaos into the United States, but that is just a lie. It's a proven lie. 73.7% of drug traffickers, are U.S. citizens. Donald Trump, straight lied. And rapists are getting 5.4 years in jail, while minor drug charges, people who are getting minor drug charges, get 10 plus years to decades in jail. This is not equal. It's not the same. Today I will be talking about lesser sentences and drug reform and race drug reform. You see, going back to the 5.4 years in jail for rapists, there is a CEO of a company. He got 230 days of jail for having 13,000 files of bestiality, infant rape. 13,000 files. 230 days and 48 days of probation. 230 days in jail. 48 days probation. I want you to listen to that. And a man, Craig Cecil, who was a semi-truck driver for somebody who was trafficking marijuana. When he got caught, this was his first offense. And he's now 17 years in prison for having marijuana in his truck, in a semi-truck. This is crazy. It's crazy. And the United States Sentencing Commission says 96% of drug traffickers end up in prison. In 2013, they also said that over 4,000 were just marijuana charges. Sorry, someone just screamed. In the eyes of the law enforcement, the second-class citizens, black people, black African Americans, Latinos, Latinx, they are the root of drug trafficking. I don't know if you know, but we already have a huge targeting off of our back for profiling, police violence, all types of things on our backs. And on top of this, it's even crazy. We are in the United States, the land of the free, but we are not fully free. We are not free. We are still being over policed. We are being constantly being dragged all over social media platforms. The government, they have specific laws. They have laws. Not even laws. Some of them don't even, some officers don't even know. And now I'm rambling. Sorry. Going back to the topic. Selling small bags of weed around. Selling small bags of weed could give you decades behind bars. This is going to be a quote from the race and drug reform. Higher arrest incarceration rates for these communities are not reflective of increased prevalence of drug use, but rather of law enforcement focused on urban areas, lower income communities, and communities of color. This is a fact, a proven fact. Over and over and over again, they do tests and studies. It is a fact. And it's, people make assumptions and they put us in these places where we're not even supposed to be. The jails are overpopulated. The jail system was made for Black communities, for minorities. And it's depressing. You see, if you would like to talk or sign up for the reform, please go to drugpolicy.org/news and get more information. Or you can even call. His name's Matt Stoughton at 212-613-8026, or even an email to drugpolicies.org or media@drugpolicies.org. Please, there are men and women out there that got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time for small things, and they are sentenced years and decades without families after a small thing. But I don't see how rapists can get away with that. Rapists are getting away with practically almost attempted murder. But not knowing that your friend has weed and getting pulled over, and you're going to jail for their weed or their marijuana, their drugs in their bag, for not even knowing. There have been cases of that. Just remember, we are going to college. We are in college. And that if you get caught up, if you get a little bit caught up, then you're going to jail. And your first sip of alcohol will not be with your family or friends. It will be with your bunkmates in jail, drinking toilet wine. I hope you learned something, just as I learned something from this. Thank you for your time.